looking at Caitlyn with Thresh. That's an annoying lane. That's a good one. Against Draven Janna. Ooh, that's also a gross lane. Alright.
Everybody in silver always picks Thresh if their last pick support. So you run into like a really varied mix of like good Threshes and then Threshes that are last pick.
Uh-huh.
Or, I don't know, like I think this guy was third pick, so it wasn't as bad. But you know, like it's I just think that's a funny dynamic.
Yeah. I feel like he's like the most fun to play. Man, this is weird. Hold on.
I think Soraka's the most fun to play, just because she makes everyone angry.
Oh, dude, if you want to troll people and make them hate their life, then for sure do that. Let's turn shadows off. Maybe that'll help. My computer's not doing this very well, but we're going on anyways. All right. So, are you familiar with this lane matchup here?
I mean, honestly, Draven doesn't get played too much, but you know, I've played him a couple times in normals, so like, I understand how he works. But like, I understand champions more than I understand matchups, I guess.
Sure. So, what's like your mindset going into this lane here? What do you think your strengths are? What do you think their strengths are?
When I'm playing Caitlyn, usually I try to make as many trades as possible because I have stupid range. Every 80 carry.
Right.
And
Okay.
then, I don't know, like.
Oh, we started Q.
I don't think I usually play aggressive enough to like make use of a Thresh level 2, which is one of the things I've been trying to make, you know, a little better. Like I try to push more, which is what I tried to do this game, and I think I end up just missing like a shit ton of CS for it. But
sure. Okay, so if you're trying to push, you need to be auto attacking. That's like first of all.
Maybe I tried to freeze this time. I don't remember anymore.
Okay.
It was like 4 days ago.
Yeah, because if you want to go for the level 2 power spike, you want to be and like just throw out the early Q too to push the wave and see if you can hit Draven at the same time.
Right.
This Thresh doesn't seem like he knows the matchup very well either. So I guess one thing you got to be thinking about when you're playing solo queue is also you got to like gauge how good your support looks. And it looks like I wouldn't count on this Thresh just from the start of things. So, but yeah, like what you were saying regarding the trading. So like the way you want to be playing Caitlyn is when Draven's farming, you want to be hitting your autos. Like you don't want to go for trades because if he's actually autoing you while you're autoing him, you lose like flat out.
Yeah,
Especially with Draven auto. So it's not really so much trades. You're looking for free harass, right? So and especially when they hit 2, you don't want to be in their face at all. But so like when the idea that you're looking to accomplish here is like don't eat that. That's like just any axe that he hits you with is him winning the match. You know what I mean? Like all those axes definitely add up. Unless you have headshot. I think that's like the one exception. But basically you want to be playing more, and also like you want to be thinning this out too, right? Because when you have all these minions here, and you know how minion aggro works, right? When you attack their champion, all the minions aggro onto you. So you can't really, when you do those kind of trades where you auto him in the face, you're going to draw a lot of minion aggro. So when he has the minion advantage, your strengths as Caitlyn are non-existent. And this Thresh is just crazy. I don't know what he's doing. There's no, you're so extended. This is so dangerous. If he E's you, he has W. But if he E's you there, and then this Janna doesn't suck, like you're fucked from lane like the whole. Did you see like the mistake there?
Yes.
Because like you don't want to be playing in front of Thresh. If you want to play aggressive, but your support's not on board, like you have to respect that he's not there. Like playing this far up behind Thresh, like Thresh can't hook. There's no way a hook is going to hit Draven here.
Right.
Yeah, and then he's just walking up doing Janna stuff, like shielded, and then you got chunked for about 180, it looks like. And you know, for what? Nothing really. So like just like right off the bat, what I'm thinking that you need to be for just Caitlyn specifically is you want to look for those situations where you just want to be autoing these waves like constantly. I don't think I've seen you Q once either. Like you've been sitting on all this mana, and like there's no reason for it. You should burn it every now and then. See, like you see how you get that CS and you harass at the same time. That's like the dream for Caitlyn Q, right?
Right.
So like those are the kind of things you want to be looking for. Caitlyn, she wins with range. She doesn't win up close. So if you could ever get like that's the name of the game. You want free damage. That's like the only thing Caitlyn's really good at is getting free damage. So just kind of farming your best here. You're gonna miss a lot of these because of the health. The
Yeah.
minions is bad, but I mean that you could have prevented this if you were auto attacking the wave more, right? Do you
Right.
realize this?
Yeah.
All right, so just like that's one thing to be working on. Like getting pushed to your tower as Caitlyn is not so good. If you're in their situation, imagine you're Caitlyn here and they're Draven farming under the turret. Like just think of how many times he has to focus on farming under turret while you just get free shots to his face.
Yeah.
So that's how you want to be playing Caitlyn. Like when you see good Caitlyn's playing, they're always pushed. They're always in their face. They're always being just really big, annoying people. You know what I mean? Just like being really, really annoying. And that's kind of
Mhm.
Caitlyn's strength there. So you kind of follow my logic here so far?
Oh yeah.
All right. And then like you could Q here. You're full mana. I mean, you might as well just let it rip.
All right.
I haven't played Caitlyn in a while, but I think I like going 2 points into Q if you're not going to get any. I don't know. I guess it's preference, but I don't really see much utility in the W. I like the Q personally, but that's just me.
No, I see where you're coming from.
All right, so Janna's kind of up here. You guys could be trading this because look at Draven. All right, so you see the trade, I think. So you're just like, all right, fuck that guy. That's good. And now that Draven's here, just kind of back off. Yeah, that was a really good trade. Very well done. So just kind of, I'm guessing you acknowledged the position of their AD carry and just kind of went for it. Is that what you're thinking there?
Yeah, I think what I was trying to do this whole time was like look for autos on Draven at this point because I remember that I like wasn't doing it very well. I think
Uh-huh.
I just yeah.
All right. Yeah, because I mean, like, it's mostly because you guys are pushed so into your. Because when you don't have any opportunities, right? Even if you get an auto, you're gonna take minion counter harass for like
Mhm.
at least 60 damage or something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, just autoing this down is good, and you want this to be not in your face. And then I think if you've been watching, I think no, their jungler hasn't shown. I don't think, but just basically doing your best to do farm here, which is fine. And then probably time your back so you could buy a BF sword, right? Is that your first buy goal?
Yeah.
All right.
Unless you get pushed.
Sure.
Well, not pushed, but yeah.
Yeah, unless you have to base one way or another.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you're playing really cautiously, I feel like, and you're not abusing any of Caitlyn's strengths. Like
Right.
you're not going into you're not counting your shots. Like you don't queue up a headshot so you could harass with it.
Right.
You're just farming. And you could get a shot here maybe. There you go. Nice. And that's what you want. Like, so you just got to do that. So yeah, that's only what he's chunked for like 70 hit points. You got to do that like 10 times before it becomes a factor. And
Yeah.
that's how you win lane as Caitlyn.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh man, pretty greedy without Thresh there. 2 autos, and then Thresh can't hook. All right, so that's kind of just the explanation of the laning phase. I assume it's going to be more of the same for like the next couple minutes.
Yeah, I think Thresh gets a hook under tower and we still didn't get it.
Oh
I think it was
really?
just close. Yeah. I don't know. I think Janna gets a double kill somehow.
Yeah, you can't take that axe. Did you see that axe he took right there?
Yeah, yeah.
You can't like that's especially against Janna. Like you're not going to counter trade that ever. It's such a bummer for you to take those trades. And your Thresh is giving you like no presence either. Like your Thresh is behind you, which is hilarious.
Well, I mean, something that I've learned. You can't always do. Like, I used to be like, I'm at this elo, so I expect my teammates to be about as good as I am. But like, that doesn't always happen. So I guess, you know,
Well, like he said, he wasn't a support player, right? So I mean, I guess
oh,
that makes
probably
sense.
not. I can't imagine.
You got Hecarim to your left, but it looks like he's farming the Scuttler instead of fighting. Just
So, yep. People, people are very good.
well, he's
in some
so
league.
he's Okay, let's see what happened here. It looks like he hit a hook. Um, even if with a hook, I'm like not even sure if you guys will win a 2-on-2 starting with a hook.
Yeah, that's yeah. I think I was telling him like we can't really trade with them.
All right, so he goes get a shot or two. Janna shields up, hits the hook. You could get those free autos there for sure. You missed like 3 or 4 autos.
Yeah.
Wow, that was your first auto. Did you see how long it took before you got your first auto in?
Yeah, yeah.
Holy shit. Especially when the hook goes. Those are for free all the time.
Okay.
So, are you just being a little bit too scared there? I'm not sure. I feel like
I think he just like autoed me once or twice before, so I was backing up, and then when he did hit the hook, I was like too far back. I don't know. That was definitely my
if
fault though.
yeah, if you watch, like when you see, you have a lot of time to react. All right, let's just watch it at like
Yeah.
normal speed. So, he's going to come up, he's going to hit this hook, and you got a lot of time. Like you hit that one shot, all right, and then he hooks, and then you're like so far back. It's just a positioning error. And then you cancel all your autos here, cancel, 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 take the laner. That's your first auto finally. If you had those 3 autos on there, I think he's dead. Well, he at least blows his heal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Uh, I think they still have exhaust. They have ignite. Oh, that's crazy.
Janna
Alright.
took ignite. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
That
So
doesn't seem like something
definitely,
I would do.
definitely look out for that, especially with the Draven lane because that's like huge kill potential.
Right.
All right. So their AD is pretty low. Again, you just want to be autoing, especially like the other thing too is that you get lifesteal from your autos. You got the Doran's blade, so that's another thing you got to be thinking about. Every time you auto, you're getting back like 3 hit points. So if you could auto 10, 20 times, you know, like per minion wave, that's 60 hit points. That's half a potion for free.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Good prioritization, going for the Draven. Definitely all you can do here. Ooh, nope. That wasn't too bad. You're gonna die though. Ooh, Janna the monster.
Dude, yeah, she gets the double kill.
I'm not sure about taking this fight. He's pretty low. You don't have exhaust anymore.
I was surprised that Janna got both the kills. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, like your prioritization here is good, but I don't know. I just like that's a hard fight to win for you guys. You could win if you
yeah, I
get
agree.
lucky, but that's just like such a tough fight. You almost got him though. Good prioritization. You definitely picked the right target. Like a lot of people will go for what's in front of them, and like someone will hit the Janna or hit the support or something like that. And
I
that's
had flash up. I just realized I probably could have not died.
oh really?
Yeah. I think I remember that actually. I was like saying I should have flashed, but
You want to check it out? Let's look.
it's like right at the end, probably.
Q, heal, auto. Nah, I think you're toast. Even if you flash, that auto's already going. Maybe flash like way earlier, but
I'm
I
saying
think
like right then. I don't know.
nah, I think you're
Probably like before the W, but okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
was probably dead.
yeah, because she'll just flash after you because she knows she has you.
Yeah, that's true. She does have flash.
All right, so you got your BF at least. Looks like you guys are actually even in items. Draven's only up
Yeah, you
a
got 2
pair of
assists.
boots. Yeah, so he's only up a pair of boots on you, and then Janna went Magi's, which is
Yeah, I was
super
actually
snowbally.
thinking to myself something about that in the game. Like, why are you doing that?
well. I mean, if the Draven can snowball, then she snowballs with it. So if it works really well.
Yeah,
I
I guess.
personally, I never build Magi's. It's like such a feast or famine thing. Like when you're winning, you win really fucking hard when you have Magi's, but when you're losing, it's like fuck. I wish I had something more useful.
Yeah,
You know what
wish
I
you had
mean?
something else.
hmm And then even those games, like when you win super hard with Magi's, you probably would have won just as well if you went like Zeke's or something
Yeah.
that's guaranteed to pay off later in the game,
Right, right.
or just Aegis or. No, that's my philosophy on it. I don't like Magi's on any sports. All right, so
probably-
more of the same shit. You guys,
We had that too.
Janna's been gone for like years,
Yeah.
and you see her leave, and you still don't punish. Like, come on, guys.
Yep.
She's way the fuck over there, and Draven's free farming against you guys, I think.
Right.
Looks like you're zoning. But Thresh needs to be like in this bush. I guess there's nothing you could do. Like if you really want to force it, you could just walk up and then expect Thresh to follow. But I think Thresh should be really dying harder.
Yeah, probably right.
They're gonna get there faster. Has to ult out. No heck ult. Mumu has nothing. I guess you just get some autos in. You have the ward up. Mumu has ulti, but he's pretty low. He doesn't have any mana. Do they have TP or something?
I think their top laner was Renekton, who took
Yeah,
TP Ignite.
yeah, his TP's down, so you don't have to worry about that. So yeah, you could. This is the situation you want here when you're pushing their tower, and this is where you want to be abusing. Like
Yeah.
he's focused on farm, and you're just letting him do it for free. You're putting no pressure.
Okay, yeah, I see what you mean.
Because like when he's doing all that, he has two choices. He could trade you back, but then what you do like to counter that is you just walk away and then you miss his CS, and then he kind of, you know what I mean? Like it's just you're not playing to your advantage. You have proper vision. You're not Renekton's TP's down. I'm not sure if you knew this, but I'm cheating because I have the HUD. But
Yeah.
his TP's down. You're no real threat. Thresh kind of ditches you though, so that's a bummer. But you just gotta play to your character's strengths, man. That's it.
Yeah. I
Always sitting on full mana too. You have like constantly full mana. You should try to go for those Q pot shots sometimes.
Okay.
Because like, what does this mana do for you?
Yeah, you're right.
All right, I like just hanging out and farming.
Yeah, I don't know what Thresh is doing at this point.
Yeah,
Maybe to like pick up the phone or something. I don't know.
but this is fine. Just kind of hanging out, doing you, farming shit up, trying to get to late game. All right,
Well,
Thirst is
yeah,
back.
like I usually hate it when my team tries to force dragons when I'm Caitlyn. Like right now she's so weak. So like, I don't know.
Mhm.
I like to farm at this point in the game until I can get like 2 items.
Yeah, I don't know. So she's decent. She just hasn't like no steroid, no. She's
Yeah,
not.
exactly. So like she's pretty weak until she gets like Phantom Dancer, I guess.
Yeah, but that's her the whole game. Like she doesn't have any attack speed steroids. Like it's in your head, man. You could take these. Like you could kill this guy for sure. Like you need to get in this guy's face. That Janna was so far gone, and you had vision too. So this is just like you gotta abuse him when you
Right.
see that their support's so far out of position, and then Draven goes to trade and he gets away with murder. That's terrible. Yeah, so this guy's by himself, and your Thresh has exhaust, he has box, he should just go ham, you should be going ham. Just right click his face, Q him a couple times, maybe get a trap up. You have this trap here, which is fine. When did you put that down?
I think when Thresh was doing something random down there
Oh, alright.
behind the tower.
Yeah, putting it there. That's alright. But you could also be like, if you held onto the trap here, you could probably increase your chances of getting the trap to proc on him. Because if you're following here and then he hooks and you could put the trap down, like if you trap right now, you might lock him up for good. But Janna's here now, so this is kind of a hard fight now that Janna's back. Not really into the Drana trade. You chunked her for half, but so what? You got Garen coming. Heal's gone. I think she has Ignite still. Yeah. Ult the flash.
I think we do get them here.
Garen probably flash ults. No? No, you get Jan at least. Usually in those kind of situations, just focus the AD, especially if you're in range. Because I mean, if you get this trade, like imagine you guys go 1-for-1 and they kill Janna, you kill Janna, and then they kill you. I mean, it's bad news.
Right.
Nice tornado dodge. Alright, so you guys have a pretty good advantage here. Renekton's TP is going to be up soon. You don't need to be here. You could buy or take in the tower early, I guess. I guess that's okay. Ooh, so greedy.
Yeah, I think we tried Dragon and it just ends up not working very well.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
guys have
remember
nothing. They
exactly.
probably take Dragon from it for you. Yeah, that's a greedy call. See, that's the problem with staying for so long is you guys get like super mega dump now. If you're gonna take the tower, you can't take Dragon. You can only take one of those things.
Right.
So just pretty bad shot calling, whoever called it. kind of hard in those situations where your whole team like wants to do something and you're like, dude, just let me go home, just like let me base, like it's not worth it. But
Hmm.
and I think Renekton got top tower for it. So you guys traded towers and then they got dragon because you guys stayed for
Yeah.
so long. So personally, I think just basing there's better, and then just leaving the tower up, and like maybe just getting dragon, or you don't need to stay for that whole wave.
Hmm.
Looks like you got IE versus Draven's of Vamp Scepter, so you guys should be able to win if you guys getting any like big trades or anything like that.
Right.
As long as you have good prioritization and you get a decent ult off. One thing that you could try to be doing that some Caitlyn's do is like in this situation, you just go ahead and ult Draven like right now if you wanted to, because it's like for sure gonna hit. And a lot of the times when you're in like a big fight, it's hard to get your where are your Qs at? Why don't you ever throw your Qs out?
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I don't do it very often, I guess. Now that I look at it.
So it's off CD and they like line up. Your Qs do more than your autos. Does what? 274? Like this is a perfect Q shot right here. It's free.
Hmm.
Hard spot. You guys don't have exhaust, do you? Oh, you do have exhaust. Nice Q. Moon was there, so just bounce. Good. Anything that's like kind of that's catching your eye right now while you're watching? Because I know like when you watch your own play, like after the fact, sometimes you get some ideas like, oh, maybe I should have done
Right.
this, or
No, like, I think the main thing is like you're right, talking about how I don't really use my abilities enough.
okay.
So I think this Renekton was actually like just laugh spamming the whole time.
That's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
there he goes. It's not that I mind. I get like 8 autos off of on him.
Ooh, a crit. Nice. 275. Not too bad. Ooh, another crit. See, like it feels like you're not doing much, but if you auto people enough, that shit adds up. And this guy's just
Yeah,
crazy.
definitely.
Flash Moo ult. So just kind of autoing who you can. Ooh, nice wind wall. Alright, that guy should be dead. Is your E
The
up?
wind
You
wall.
could E in. You could definitely E in. Or ulti. Ulti's cool too. Nice. Actually kind of a waste of an ult if you think about it.
Right, yeah.
I think just Eing in and just right-clicking him in the face and then saving that for later. You never know, man. When having that ult up for the next 70 seconds might come in handy sometime.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty common mistake. A lot of people do it, just like blow ults, just like, oh, okay, let's just do it. But unless you got to think just everything in League is a resource. And then when you use it, it's depending on the cooldown, that's how long you don't have it anymore. So obviously ults are like much more drastic where like, oh, okay, you should wait. Okay, let's see how this goes. Looks like he got exhausted, so you'll be fine. When you're playing against Zed, you want to wait for them to show up before you flash. That's like a really character-specific thing, though, so that's not really a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but I'll show you what I mean. So when you flash, when Zed ultis you, if you flash as soon as he's like in animation,
Yeah, he's gonna show up behind me
he
anyways.
still tracks you, and he's still gonna hit his
Yeah.
skill shots. So, and see, like this trap here is like, why? If you trap behind you when he ultis, you might be able to catch him, and then flash or something. I don't know, but oh, it looks like you made the E and he dodged his shuriken, so that helps you a lot. But I think just kind of a panic flash there.
I might have seen Renekton or something, but you're right. Should have saved it.
Let's see. Oh, and then Renekton's coming. So let's look at your positioning in general. You kind of let him walk up to you and get you. You do have a whole team here, so I understand. So he W's up, walk. Oh yeah, there's Renekton. Renekton gets hooked. I see. So that's yeah, I get the idea. And then you're just kind of kiting auto when you can. Good. That's about as good as you can do in that situation.
Yeah, thank you.
If you really want to be extra careful, I guess just don't get in range because his Zed's shadow was there, right? So you
Yeah.
could see that. And then obviously him getting on you is like the worst case scenario, so you could kind of hold it off. So Zed puts down his W. So you see it here, and then you kind of let him walk up and get you. Yeah, if that's like a late game scenario where Zed has items, and then like you're like the AD carry that needs to
Yeah, I'm
survive, yeah, and then you're super done there. Ooh, Renekton, nicey. Alright, watch the Draven ult. Did he ult already? Okay, he did.
Yeah, that's what I was pinging, I think. No, I didn't ping it? Alright, then well.
Oh, I have it muted, so I'm not sure if it shows up or anything. There's pings going on, but I feel like the sound distracts me. Especially because
Yeah.
I rewind so many times that like it gets redundant.
Yeah.
Alright. Hecarim's chasing. This guy's doing stuff over here. Alright, and you went for Greaves. Pretty good. That's what I would think is the best choice. Your team is grossly out of position.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's I've noticed it because I've spectated a lot of my buddies like silver games. I'm like, he actually just hit gold today. He just hit
Oh, good
gold.
for him.
Yeah, he was pretty stoked. But now he's like, no, I want to hit plat. He's like, not satisfied. Like, you fucking asshole. Just
course.
fucking baby steps, man. Baby steps. But yeah, he just hit gold today, so I was pretty happy for him. Spams
Yeah,
Yasuo. I tell him to pick.
hopefully I can do that. I don't know. Like, it sucks when you don't get your main role and then you gotta like play top lane, which is terrible.
Do you have any? Well, that's what I've telling him, man. You got to learn a little bit of everything. Like, you need to have one
Yeah.
character. You
Like,
know?
I don't know. It's not like champions or anything that like make me angry about top. It's the fact that I'm there for like 20 minutes and then I do nothing for another 20 minutes and then I'm relevant. Like, I'd rather just be doing something all game than farming for.
Do you play TP or what do you play?
Usually I just play Nasus because he's easy.
Oh,
And,
so that's why you're not doing anything.
I know. Like, yeah, but I don't know, like, because I don't want to play like a Zed top or a Yasuo top because they're hard.
You don't
And then,
you don't have
like,
to play
but
them. You
then
could
I would be
play
doing something. I don't know.
you could play like Aurelia. Aurelia's not too hard, right?
I don't have her actually. I should buy her though.
Aurelia, Malphite's. I think Malphite's a lot of fun personally, and what I usually do when I'm playing Malphite is I just make TP plays bottom whenever I can. Like, all right, I'm not doing shit till I'm 6, but then you ward this bush and I'm coming on cooldown, and then you just fucking double kill him all day and you snowball the game. That's really satisfying. But Nasus, you can't. Nasus literally is like 0 plays. I get that.
Yeah, but then it's like 30 minutes in, and you just hit W on the AD carry, and you hit Q, and then they're dead.
And then
So,
they're
I mean,
dead. Yeah.
my
it's-
friend hit Gold Leagues playing like strictly Nasus only, and I keep telling him it's like Nasus isn't that hard, and he's like, well, you try playing Nasus. I have like an 80% win rate on him. I don't
yeah,
know,
you
like-
just got. It's just a patience thing with that character. It's all patience.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that one streamer that fucking all he
Searches,
plays
I
is
think?
he plays Nasus and Singed, like that's
Nasus
it.
and Singed, yeah.
And he's like Challenger or Master or something like that. I don't think he's Challenger.
You just
I
gotta
think
be
he's Master.
patient with Nasus and Singed, I suppose. But
Yeah, you have to have a certain mindset. Ooh, dang, you got destroyed. No
Oh, yeah, they had a
vision,
ward.
and you had 0. So you got this ward here. All right, and you're walking right there. Danger, danger! Don't do that. That's a terrible idea.
didn't see Mumu, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, man. If you're making those kind of, if you wanna rotate mid, that's fine. But you could do that over here. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't
Yeah.
cost you anything, and you don't die. Garen had the right idea. He was walking this way, like, oh, I don't have any vision, so I'm gonna walk where I don't get hit by skill shots. So you pay for that one. And those kind of things, those cost you a lot. You're gonna lose mid tower because you got hooked. Just like one little pathing mistake, and it's gonna cost you a tower probably.
Look at 5 yellow trinkets on the other team. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. Janna's up to 6. Holy shit, what's going on? Alright, your Hecarim refuses to heal. Alright, he's going. Nope, he just gets hooked. That's hilarious. And I'm guessing you're coming back soon.
I'm alive. I don't know where
Now you're alive. You just spawned, so. I mean, shouldn't have died.
Yeah, you're right.
Should not have died. Ooh, Thresh. Thresh plays. Aw, nice try. Where do you get the blue? Ooh, you upgraded it too, right at the get-go.
Well, it's like 250 gold. That's what I always try to tell people in solo queue.
Yeah, it is 250
do you
gold.
really not have 250 gold?
All right, so what's your game plan right now? What are you thinking?
Now, I have IE, which is good. Draven doesn't even have that yet, so I guess I'd try to fight at an objective, and hopefully, with good positioning, I would get crits, and he wouldn't.
All right.
I mean, like, I'm not obviously not able to tell, but like 4,000 gold probably isn't too much in this game, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's a pretty even score. This game is just whoever gets picked first, and then you know what I mean.
Yeah,
whoever gets caught first is probably going to cost their team an objective.
I think I keep telling people to upgrade their trinkets. At least the 3 of the guys that have sight trinket.
This is a common theme that I always see in like silver games is like the warding is always terrible. Like you just have like one spot and that's it. The warding's never very good. But if you want to learn how to ward, I just watch high elo games and then just try to see where they're putting wards down, see what vision's important. And like be thinking about like, because they always have a reason too. Like that's the thing too, is like they don't just put wards down just to put wards down. They always have a reason. Like, okay, drag spawning in like 3 minutes. We're gonna go ward this. We're gonna ward this. We're gonna ward that. Or we don't want them to Baron. We're gonna ward this kind of stuff. I mean, there's always reasons for everything. And if you want to get better at League of Legends, that's how you do it. Is like when you always have reasons for everything you do, that's when you really start to play well. So, I mean, it just goes into, like, why are you holding your mana? Why aren't you queuing? I mean, you should be queuing. Why did you put your trap there? Maybe you could have waited. You know what I mean? Just all that kind of stuff. It all adds up. All right, so you eat out. You could be getting those autos in when you CC'd. Zed's... Ooh, the trap got him! Nice, that guy's wrecked. Okay, so you guys win now, right? You guys win. GG.
Do we? I don't know. I think the fight... Yeah.
Oh, man,
like,
you should chase. You have chase. You have Yasuo. Go chase with Yasuo. Ulti! Yes! Alright. And is your ult still down? No, your ult's up.
Oh, yeah. I think I use it
there you go. Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, and then Janna gets caught. So cool. Good job. So that's... I think your team's a little bit slow to follow, but when you have Yasuo and his ult is still up, and there's a minion wave coming, Yasuo's going to catch.
Yeah.
And do you guys have like a talisman or anything? No, you don't. But so as soon as he gets it here, that's really good for you. Just auto attacking in the CC, cool. Hecarim's here. Get ulted. Yasuo flashed. But it looks like you guys are doing. Yeah, you could just be running. You don't need to be autoing this stuff. This stuff does nothing for you. You see, like you could have been there so much earlier. Which might make it didn't really make a difference in this fight, but in another fight, who knows? You know, it's like, so why are you taking that farm just to farm? Like, no, you don't need it. If they're chasing, you got to follow your team. All right, so now you're gonna take mid. Top wave is pushing pretty hard. Their respawns are pretty much now. This is pretty greedy. If you guys make a mistake here, they'll probably get Baron off of it. Looks like it'll be fine actually. Looks be fine. Yeah, looks good. You just gotta. So this is what you want to be thinking here. Is like we're gonna base. They might Baron rush. We need to get vision over there. So if you get
I think they actually do just get Baron. You're right.
So those are the kind of things. Like okay, we're pretty low. So maybe like put your W here if that's what you're going for. I like it. Maybe in the Baron pit itself, or where are you going? Okay, pink. Cool. I respect that. You bought a pink. Good shit, dude. And then, yeah, Zed, too far. Imagine, yeah. Imagine you're
I remember
dead.
this.
Yeah. Oh man, that Zed played that really well. Yeah.
I'm surprised that Death Mark got me for that much. I think I remember being
No,
salty that Death Mark got me for that much.
I think it didn't. It doesn't. He borks you and he walks up and autos you. Yeah. So I mean, just like it's just the sloppy, man. It's really sloppy. So Zed was dead. He comes back at 8. So he comes back. He's respawning when you're taking this first tower, right? So I like that you went over there to ward and put that pink down. That's like super smart. That was really good. But then going that far, especially Zed's like respawn. So Zed's probably like, let's take a look at the full map. Okay, you see him right there actually. I wasn't really paying attention, but you do spot a mid, and then you make your way over, and he has time to take wolves before he catches you. So I mean, yeah, just really sloppy. Best case scenario there, you get what, 200 farm, right? Like, just don't do it, man. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Got to think about it. Got to think about the consequences of your actions. So you're dead. They're taking Baron control. Your team is all bottom for some reason that I can't understand. Yeah, so free Baron for them. Like, so, you got TP. You guys get turn this if you guys get lucky. But you're nowhere to be found.
I think Garen just like runs in and dies, and then Yasuo 1v5s and dies or something.
Yeah, and it all started with you getting caught.
True.
It snowballed just from there, man. If you just had that vision, you guys could have prevented that whole situation. So, you know, like just that one time that you get sloppy when you go over here and you walk. It's like, I'm going to go get some farm, do-do-do. And then you die, and now they killed 4 people, including you, and they have Baron. So just like think about that one misstep. That one misstep, and that's like how many thousands of gold points?
Yeah, it was like 6K.
How big of a lead did you just create by getting caught one time?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see what else is going on in this game. They're taking top. That's alright. You gotta be careful against this guy. Yeah. I don't know what you're I don't know what you're going for. So have you learned your lesson against Zed just from this game alone?
Yeah,
definitely. I feel like that he's taught you what you need to know about Zed in these last 2 interactions. Especially if you don't have QSS. I mean, you could QSS there, I guess, but don't be a hero, man. He's gonna fuck you every time. He's got 11 kills. Alright, so he gets killed after, which is cool. They have Baron. Looks like they take Dragon. Alright, so no objectives on the map. Your outers are gone except for your bottom. They have all of their top turrets up. If you could create a situation where you could start playing towards top of the map, that would be cool. I don't really think you need to focus on macro-oriented plays quite yet, so I think you could stand to focus more on just the basics. But if you want to know what my thought plan is for this is get these waves pushing the bottom and mid, and then try to go around here and pressure that. But that's for another day, I think.
Right.
The best way to win these games, honestly, is getting like. Even if you want to get like a sweeper on AD carry, I think it's pretty good because the wards are so few and far between that if you could deny someone warding this, for example, like you could catch people all day in silver, and that'll
Right.
And just imagine like that one time you got caught and it snowballed into Baron, that translates into every game. So if you could kind of make those kind of plays where, or maybe just getting like the pink yellow trinket, I think that's actually that much more valuable than the blue trinket for AD carries. For any role, I think the pink yellow trinket probably like the strongest item as far as vision is concerned for this MMR bracket.
Yeah, I think the reason I take blue is like I just don't want to like go up to the point where I can ward a bush and then just get like completely dumpstered at it.
Yeah,
so I'd rather like
those are never your bushes to ward. If that's happening. Ooh, nice play. That was really good. Yasuo's alive, but you ult him. Ooh, Janna Flash. So far, so good.
Janna does make a really good one.
Oh, don't need to E that, I don't think. A little bit hasty on the E. Now you need that E. Yeah. Other than that, that was good. Good prioritization, good focus on the Z. So let's just watch it full speed and we'll just kind of see what goes on. So you're autoing the Renekton, it's fine. Autoing the Mumu, that's fine. I really like your positioning, actually. I think your positioning is really good this fight. Good autos there. And then, yeah, good ulti attempt. It's alright. Your trap is not on cooldown. You could put your trap down somewhere. And then that E didn't really do anything for you. But you could be putting your W's down. Nice Q, and then just, yeah, Draven crits you in the face. The initial positioning is very good. That's pretty well done. I like your Z targeting. I like your just getting the free damage, which is like how you play AD carry. Just get free damage. So that's good. I like that one much better than when you're up front getting hit by Z. Anything coming up for you so far, or is everything making sense?
Everything's making sense so far.
Cool. Alright, so you're going on a bold adventure again. You see Zed this time because you have a ward, so that's pretty good. You trying to bait him or something? I don't know. I'm not sure if the bait's going to work. And he kills both of you. Nope, kills one of you. And he kills both of you. And he kills one of you. Alright. Blowing all sorts of summoners. Oh, the Thresh God. Nice. Why didn't he take any damage? What the fuck? Your ult did no damage. You see that?
Yeah, I don't know what item he had. Oh, you know.
Oh, it's the Dead Man's Plate. What does that even do? I've never seen anyone build this.
I think it's like it builds movement speed as it goes, and then like once you auto someone, it like discharges stacks or something.
But that doesn't block any damage.
I don't know.
Right, we're gonna watch this in like super duper slow motion because I'm pretty sure your ult does no damage.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, it does a little. He's just tanky. He has 170 armor as Zed, and he's still melting people? What the fuck?
Dead Man's Plate's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
I think I was watching Sneaky's stream a little bit yesterday, and Meteos was talking about it, comparing it to like Randuin's, which I don't know.
600 health? Like... 55. This thing is crazy. That thing is good. Wow. Alright. I learned something today. That thing is cool. But, yeah, especially considering as that, you guys are not winning that. You and Yasuo, no thank you. You guys got to catch him and get lucky. You got to get, like, the whole gang involved in that raid boss. Next objectives here is Baron and Dragon, and your jungle is dark. You have nothing. And they're warding up, so you guys are pretty fucked here. So I guess this is where the blue trinket's pretty nice, when you put a ward out there and see. Oh, their wards are terrible too, and they just have this. That's it. So.
I mean, yeah, that's usually the case, which is why I try to like actually put some wards down, especially mid game, because I feel like that's where like most of the victories come in Silver League at least, because it's like half the time it'll be me like 2 kills and 50 CS ahead or something stupid, and then I end up losing because like I don't know, like maybe it's me, maybe it's someone else that just gets caught for
lack of vision.
The umpteenth time, and then you just end up losing because like the enemy Jinx that was like 2,000 gold down gets a triple kill in a team fight that really shouldn't happen, and like, you know. I don't know. I think that's where like a lot of my losses come from. And I just like I try to remedy that by like having good vision, but you know.
Yeah, no, you're on the right track. That's one of the most important things in League is map vision, like vision control. It's like one of the biggest things. You try to go toe to toe with Draven or something, and you get chunked for 900 damage from one auto attack.
I think he just gets one crit. Yeah.
Yeah. Boom. Ah. Just another one of those situations. Like, all right, what could possibly go well for me if I'm standing here? Maybe if you queue for max range. Maybe you got one farm, and then you took 900 damage. Not good. Obviously, just not good. Just don't do it. Hecarim whiffs his ulti. Nobody's there. Yeah, you need to heal. Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, and that's just another thing. Like when you lose all your pressure. Like you can't contribute anything anymore because you're like
Hmm.
so you're just one sneeze away from being dead. And for what? 24 gold. Not worth. Definitely not worth. Looks like you're not getting punished for it. You're getting all your damage in pretty decently. Uh, I'm guessing you got the
Yeah, for
QSS
Zed, and
for
then I end up
Zed.
not needing it.
You're not needing it, and then I mean, if you just look at your team, you're all AD, so you got to be thinking about Last Whispers, especially if you look at
Hmm.
all these builds. Look at these builds: Sunfire, Ninja Tabby, Zonia's, Dead Man's Plate, Ninja Tabby, Zeke's Harbinger, and no boots. But you know, you're not. If we look at the damage in this game, I'm assuming it's going to be really low coming from you.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, they dive under here. So.
yeah. I think we actually extend
Oh
the
my
game another
god.
3 minutes because of
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, you all two. And you don't even pop the Q. It doesn't matter. You don't need to. So maybe you're saving it.
I think I was thinking about that. Dude, saving it for like the ultimate team fight, that's never happening.
It is a 90-second CD, so. But I don't know, man. Last Whisper. Think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think that's actually one of the bigger questions that I like
And you get a Vamp
that I
Scepter?
always want to
Like,
ask people.
no. Vamp Scepter? No. Such a waste of gold. But what are you saying?
I think that's actually one of the questions that I was like always want to ask other AD carries. It's like I don't know, like I've seen third item Last Whisper and third item BT like quite often from
Yeah. I mean,
different people.
I'll break it down for you. Uh, So it's just like everything in League, man. You got to look at the entire situation, and then you got to make a choice. So
Yeah, that's what everyone tells me.
if your lane is snowballing and you're just pushing everything in and you're like fucking up everybody, and it's like 20 minutes in the game and no one has a Randuin's, no one has Thornmail, no one has none of that shit, and you already have your IE and you already have like a Static Shiv or maybe just like a Zeal and Berserker Greaves, then fuck it, go for Bloodthirster, like push the advantage, and that's how you take your advantage and you snowball it into just completely crushing a game, right? And those are the situations where you're just like winning really hard. And then like you take your normal game where your team comp isn't so shit. Like your team comp is like fucking garbage. You guys have
Yeah,
Yasuo, Garen, Hecarim. So
it's a solo queue team.
right off the bat, you know they're stacking armor. So that's another thing. Like you got to be thinking Last Whisper early because you got to think like, okay, they're not dumb presumably, so they're gonna see we have 580 champions, so I need to build Last Whisper, and
Hmm.
it's just you just got to look at it that way, and then so it's like say one person does have just a shitload of armor. And maybe you could just like, all right, that's just a guy I'm not going to acknowledge in team fights. Or like, only if he's really out of position will that be my target. And then
Hmm.
you could, instead of building Last Whisper, you could go for your third damage item. You could go for BT, or you could go for, whatever you want. Runaan's Hurricane or some shit, whatever. Uh, and then just like, you gotta look at what they got. I mean, that's why if you watch pro players stream, you always see how often they're pressing tab, right? Like, oh, they're checking out everything all the time. They're taking all this into account. That's how they make their decisions.
Hmm.
So there's no one answer. Just like everything in League, there's never like just one answer. You got to think of the variables and just come up with your own solution.
Hmm.
Looks like you're just saving your base, which is cool. Don't want to lose that way. Oh, Thresh just stacking the tiers. All right, so this game's over. All right.
Yeah, super.
Yeah. So, uh, yeah. Like, what lessons do you think you got out of this here?
Um, Usability's more in lane, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you brought that up actually, because that was something that I like never thought of. That
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like sitting at full mana all the time,
Yeah.
and I could be using abilities and like trying to get more free damage. I guess is something that I should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like I guess like the trinket thing that you brought up is also true. Like I could try getting a yellow trinket instead.
Yeah. And that's just that's kind of a gimmick thing. That's not really like a long-term strategy either. You don't need to worry about that too
Right.
much. Um, Getting caught, if you don't get caught these couple times, like you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when you're here at Baron and when you're over here with you and Yasuo against Zed, if you're not getting caught in these kind of, oh yeah, and when you took that big Draven axe for no reason, those kind of
Yeah.
things, like it might not be obvious to you like right off the bat, but that's gonna win you games. Not getting caught and not having to put your team in those situations where, all right, we have 4 men, let's go try to stop him at Baron, or you know.
Mm-hmm.
So those kind of things there, that's going to win you games if you're more mindful. Just like better map awareness, you got to think about where people can be and what can go wrong. Because especially if they have a Zed, you got to think about that. He's huge. He had like 10 kills like halfway into the game, so
Right.
that's something. And then the other thing is just playing to Caitlyn's strengths. Like just you want to be auto attacking all the time too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, and then the build. I don't really like your build either.
Right. Looks pretty shitty now that I look at it too.
Hmm. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. I think that's all I got for you.
No, I appreciate it. And definitely a lot of sound advice that I could be using better.
Cool. It's all like straightforward stuff, right? It's just someone's got to tell you sometimes. I think it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's all logical. League is a very logical game when you break it down.
Oh
Just all
yeah, agreed.
it's all decision making. So yeah, cool, man. Hope that helps you. If you come up with anything, just shoot me a text or whatever on League, and then I don't know, see maybe you'll get to gold in the next couple days.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
All right, man. Good luck, dude.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. See you later.
Yeah, definitely.